My name is Lawrence Aponte. I'm currently residing in Texas, Dallas-Fort Worth area. My online journey started about a year ago. It was actually by mistake. I was just kind of scrolling through the Facebook feed, and I seen a shirt that I was being targeted for, and it was super resonated. It said, American grown with Puerto Rican roots. And it just kind of, yeah!
Hold on. First things first, I know he's got a story here. American grown with Puerto Rico roots. This is an example of a print-on-demand shirt that wouldn't sell well in stores. You guys understand, it would never sell in stores. Nobody would carry inventory of that. But when you have the exact ability to target somebody with Puerto Rican roots who's American grown, and target specifically those people with that shirt, he said it felt like it was like speaking to him. Like it was made for him.
Yeah, it was crazy. I just was so baffled that Facebook knew that information about me, that I was American, and you know, my parents were so immediately my brain just works kind of weird sometimes. I just clicked on the link and I wanted to see exactly, you know, what that was. And it ended up being like a print-on-demand platform called Teespring. And basically what that is you can make your own designs, upload them to the site, and sell them to the masses. So immediately my brain started working, and you know, I saw the Puerto Rican shirt, so I kind of wanted to do something similar. And so I made a shirt, and it said, once you go Rican, you won't stop freaking. The concept on how everything worked, but I knew I had like a really good phrase, and I just kind of put it on the shirt, and I thought it would sell, so I put it on there, and I didn't get any sales. So I was like, what's going on? And, so I'm a part of a bunch of these Puerto Rican groups on Facebook, so I just started literally just spamming these groups with my shirt, saying, hey, buy this is a cool shirt, and nobody bought it. So I was like extremely disappointed, and I was just kind of like, wanting to do more research on exactly how Teespring worked, and they actually had something called Teespring University, and it kind of introduced me to Facebook ads really at a basic level, and that's when I started dabbling, and I came up with a couple other shirts, and I'm living in Texas at the time, so Texas is a really prideful state. So I seen a shirt that I was doing like some research, and I seen the shirt, and I said, if I switch a couple of words around and put Texas in there, I think I could sell it to the Texas crowd. So it basically said, I'm a beer-drinking, gun-loving Texan that your mother warned you about, or something like that.
That your mother warned you about?
Yeah. And
gun-toting, beer-drinking Texan that your mother warned you about.
That was the shirt. We ended up selling about like 100 shirts, you know, within over like a 7-day period. And you know, I was super happy. We had about like $1,200 in profit, and that was like my first experience. So there was a bonus being offered at the time on basically how to scale a winning Facebook ad, and I thought I had the winning shirt, so I wanted to know how I can, you know, kind of squeeze all of the profit out of it. So I bought this course. And it was a course based on Shopify, which I had no interest in, but my interest was in the bonus on learning how to scale an ad. So I went through the bonus, applied the techniques, and we ended up selling about 300 of those shirts in total. So it was great, you know, and that was over about 2 weeks. You know, we had a little bit of money, and then I actually dove into the course, and it was on Shopify. Basically, it was, you know, grabbing products from, you know, a supplier overseas, putting them on your store and selling them to the masses. And I started with about $100 in cash, bought the course for $47, left me with $53. I had a $250 ad credit, because Facebook will give you like a credit, they'll front you some money. And within like the first 14 days of our Shopify store, we had generated about $10,000 in sales revenue. You know, So yeah, I knew I was onto something, and I just continued like just launching more products and just kind of trying to figure out these Facebook ads along the way. And then that's when I seen Chris, and he was on Periscope at the time, and he was just dropping straight value on these video ads and whatnot. And I was just eating it up, and I was like, man, who is this guy? And he was just always going on there, and I started following him, so anytime he would jump on, I would just start watching him, like, oh man, this is crazy. And he was always just dropping value about Facebook ads, and I would apply that to the Shopify store, and within like 90 days, we generated over $100,000 in sales.
You've grown from there. Well, first of all, a couple things there. There's a couple little side nuggets of information here. One is, he just said he started following me on Periscope. First of all, anybody heard of Periscope out here? Okay. So I was just going on Periscope. Remember the KLT factor? What does KLT stand for?
No like trust.
No like trust. So essentially, we didn't really know each other. But because I was going on Facebook Live, remember that awareness and building your brand and building your personality? I was going on there, so that's how he found me, that's how he got to know me. The like factor came through, I went on there, remember serving value? Remember I said serve a bunch of value to people, give them stuff for free? That's exactly what I was doing. And remember the teacher mindset versus the student mindset I told you about? I was going and learning, I was even taking courses on Facebook ads, I was learning some stuff, and then I was like, I need to turn around and share this. So I would go on Periscope Live and just share it. This before Facebook Live. And I would just share it. So keep in mind, and then trust factor, eventually we ended up doing some business together as a result of that. But it's interesting how all the stuff I was teaching about are things I actually do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I actually learn and then figure it out and then go and find a way to hold myself accountable by teaching it. And then someone like Lawrence stumbles across and is like, dude, this is crazy good value. He was always popping up on, whenever I go live, he'd pop in and be like, hey, what's up, man? He's back here again. And that was before we had ever met, okay, or anything. And so I just want to say, there's like side notes here. I don't know if you're understanding what we're teaching here are things that actually work to be able to attract people into your following. People like Lawrence that can come on and basically say, hey, because of you, you introduced him to Techademics and he was able to go and build a Shopify store that crushes out hundreds of thousands of dollars because you were providing free value that brought you in and now he's part of your team. This is how you do it. So I just want to say, if you listen to the story, there's lots of side things going on here. But the reason I want you to keep going is because you didn't just quit and give up after 90 days. So, you kept going, right?
Yeah, I was following Chris on Periscope, and then I kind of started doing some reverse engineering, and I actually found out that he had a high level mastermind, and I just kind of wanted all that information on it. So I ended up finding out some information, and then I contacted him, and Peter ended up calling me, and he was like, yeah, we run a high level mastermind, whatnot, and I just was ready to take my stuff to the next level. So before he even said anything, I said, yo, I'm in, let's do it. And I ended up joining the mastermind, and he said 2 weeks later we were having a meetup in Sacramento, California, which I ended up going to. And Chris was training us, and he was talking about the duplicating process, and it hit me because I was like, oh wow, I already had one Shopify store up. So he was talking about, duplicating it and just changing it up a little bit. So I thought if I could apply that to my current situation, we can, generate another 6 figures. So I did exactly that. I was just on a rise and I had that momentum going. So we started up another Shopify store, and within 45 days, we actually did $100,000 in sales in that one. Started another one, did the same thing, and currently, we're working on the 4th.
Multiple Shopify stores, and I'm going to tell you, prior, without going into your whole story, because we're just doing testimonials, but at least prior to this entrepreneurship, you showed me some of your paycheck stubs. Well, he was bankrolling, he was balling before this, so he didn't need this money. It's just extra money. Right? You were balling. How much was your weekly or monthly paycheck stubs?
Yeah, so I was making about $210 a week.
You showed me his paycheck stubs. I was like, you're making $210 a week.
Yeah, and it's funny because the job was at a seafood warehouse, and I'm actually allergic to shellfish. So every day I come back and I have these hives, and then so I prevent the hives, I would have to take Benadryl, but then I'd start falling asleep. So I mean, it just was, yeah, it was bad.
But it paid well.
Yeah, I mean, $200 a week,
$200 a week,
$800 a month. Rent was $750.
And you also showed me you had that player's card, right? You had that Big Boss player's card?
Big Boss player's card where you can just buy food from Walmart.
What was that player? What was the card called?
Food stamps?
Food stamps. So, you can tell us the whole story another time, but man, from $200 a week and food stamps to, when did you start your first Shopify store, roughly how many months, years ago?
It was like 1 year and 4 days ago.
1 year ago, 2016. Because you can only hear what the mic is saying right there. But their phones, they all have their phones set to the cha-ching sound every time a sale comes in. And it's been cha-chinging over here the whole time. I don't know if the camera can zoom in. Is that something you can show the camera? There's another. See if you can zoom in on the camera. This is just right now. Like, he's just active sales. I don't know if the camera, it'll take forever for it to get there. But yeah, like, these guys, pull up one of yours. Pull up a results thing. I mean, rather than just be like, oh yeah, I'm making money, whatever, I always just get these guys, they can log right in, show where they are at any specific time. We don't need to. But let's see. Oh, you want to do this that one show and then zoom in? I always like showing stuff. Where's the camera? Right, this one? Right here. They're over here like brainstorming. Okay. Yeah, last time they show like the camera right there. So can I zoom in? No, yeah, that one or this one. Up there. Okay, they can't see me. Don't worry about it. Anyways, I'll read it. So like last 7 days. 12,000 in this one store, 12,833, 13,000 visitors, 654 orders, got open orders. Looking at the sources of traffic, source number 1, mobile Facebook. Source number 2, Facebook desktop. Source number 3, Facebook international. Source number 4, Facebook. Source number 5, Facebook. Source number 6, Facebook. It's all Facebook ads running to. Okay, wait. Before these guys get off, your testimonials. Let me see if I can at least give a little bit of nuggets of knowledge. Let's pass the mic. I'm going to ask each one of you one question because we got a little bit of time. Let's start with Ella real quick.